Hello, Oilers fans. Austin here with the pregame report between the Edmonton Oilers and the Vancouver Canucks. It is a rematch of the absolute chaos bloodbath from Saturday night on Hockey Day in Canada. Of course, you're going to be without Connor McDavid for the Oilers, Tyler Myers for the Vancouver Canucks. Both were suspended for 3 games. They will not be in action. However, you know who will be in action for Vancouver and who will likely hear a lot of jarring from the fans that go to Rogers Place tonight is Connor Garland. And there's a lot of fans asking me lately, do you think that they should go after him, any form of retribution? And we're going to get into that. I'm going to give my ideas and topics on that and how I think this game should be played. My name is Austin. If you enjoy this pregame report, make sure to smash that like button. And if you really like it and you're not really subscribed to the channel yet, or maybe you've watched my videos before and you weren't sure about subscribing, well, hopefully you do now, because we continue to grow an amazing community. We are flying towards 4,500 subscribers and beyond, where our goal is to hit 5,000 before the postseason hits. Another friendly reminder before I get into the stats breakdowns and all the talking points. This little Upper Deck Series 1 tin that's been sitting behind me, I am opening this up on live stream tonight. I'll be doing a live stream commentary during the Canucks and Oilers games, and I will also be giving away gifted memberships. So if you're not yet a member to the channel, make sure to tune in. You may win a gifted membership. Of course, the gifted memberships, it's always random through the live stream, through the chat. I don't actually get to individually pick anyone. Oh my God, my words right now. I need to figure out my words. But it's a lot of fun. Basically, the perks of being a member is sometimes I upload a video a little bit early. I let members watch it before it goes live to the rest of the public, and I'm currently working on other perks as well. So if that's something that you're considering, absolutely go for it. Other things behind me, the Stuart Skinner hockey card, Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey for the N64 for good luck. Now, as I mentioned, Connor McDavid and Tyler Myers will not be in this game, and what can we expect for, in terms of fireworks? Well, the Edmonton Oilers, they're not built to be a team to go out there and muck it up and rough players up and try and fight. Yes, they have players who can fight, guys like Corey Perry, Darnell Nurse. Vasily Podkolzin had a great fight earlier this season, but I think this is a situation where the Edmonton Oilers, they've lost 2 straight games in regulation, and they're looking to regain some ground back in the Pacific Division. I think their sole focus is going to be on the scoreboard. The Edmonton Oilers, I think, are going to have a game plan, and it's going to be to get up on Vancouver early and hold the lead and get a win in regulation. For the Vancouver Canucks, as a team this season, they are struggling. They recently just lost to the Buffalo Sabres. Yes, the last place team in the Eastern Conference, at least in the Atlantic Division. They lost to Buffalo a few hours after their GM came out with his words of encouragement, being like, I believe in this group. Vancouver Canucks this season, they just don't have what they had last year. They're dealing with injuries. They're dealing with players who have regressed a lot more than what was anticipated, and they have potential infighting going on among their stars. I don't really subscribe to that type of drama. However, it has been well documented. Elias Pettersson, JT Miller's potential issues in the locker room, and the team is actively trying to move one or both of them. The likely player to get moved is going to be JT Miller. It sounds like there was a deal really close to have him traded to the Rangers recently, but it fell through at the last minute, so that's something to keep an eye on if you are a Canucks fan, and if you're a fan of another team who likes to just watch chaos. This game could be absolute chaos, so I'm sure there's a lot of fans who just want to see these two teams go at it. Big bloodbath, big rivalry here. But I actually don't think there's going to be too much happen on the ice. I really don't. I don't think there's going to be many fights. Yes, there's probably going to be some after-whistle scrums. And yes, the Oilers may throw more than 6 hits in a game for the second time all season. I could see that happening. But in terms of overall on-ice antics, I don't expect too much personally. Edmonton has a game to focus on. They have a division that they're trying to win. They're trying to get themselves in a good spot heading into the playoffs, especially with home ice advantage. And the Vancouver Canucks, they're trying to find an identity. They're trying to maintain their place in the wild card hunt in the Western Conference before they drop out too low and find something to be positive about in their game. In saying that, let's get into the projected lineup for your Edmonton Oilers. At practice last night, or yesterday, Vasily Podkolzin was with Leon Draisaitl and Victor Arvidsson. Coaching staff loves to keep that line together, and for good reason. Draisaitl had a goal and an assist, although the assist that he had against Washington, Corey Perry was elevated up to that line with him. assisted by a plate of nachos. I'm glad that everyone had a lot of fun with the nacho meme. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully we get to do something more fun like that. Anything that like that happens in a game, I'm also going to try and incorporate in my thumbnails for the videos, or have like a plate of something just like sitting here in the background, something that is thematically equal with what happened during a game, because I think it's fun to play off that. It's engaging, it's fun, it's funny, and we have a good time with it. Second line, Matthias Janmark with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Connor Brown. I mean, I don't know about that line personally, but it's a line that I don't think is going to stick for very long. I think the lines that we saw in practice today, I think Knobloch and the coaching staff, they're trying to get different looks, different players, different matchups, just to see what they have, how players work and gel together. Nugent-Hopkins is one of those players that you can put up and down the lineup. I would prefer Nuge to be on the wing. However, because Connor McDavid is not in the lineup, he does have to take a center role. So we'll see if he can handle those minutes just on his own in the center position there. Corey Perry with Adam Henrique and Zach Hyman. This is a line that theoretically should be really good on the forecheck, but do they even have enough speed and puck possession to get the puck to be able to start a forecheck? This will be an interesting line to keep an eye out for. Corey Perry continues to play really solid hockey this season. He's up to 8 goals in very limited minutes. He always seems to be around it in the blue paint behind the net. He helps cycles. He keeps plays alive. Of course, when the team does not have the puck, Corey Perry looks terrible because of how slow he is. This is an interesting third line. Curious to see who they go up against. Then on the fourth line, Jeff Skinner with Noah Philp and Kasperi Kapanen. Now, this is a line on paper that you think could do some damage. Kapanen, real fast, real strong along the boards. He's not physical, but I do like his puck possession game. Noah Philp, he's a smart two-way player. And then Jeff Skinner, he is a pure shooter if that fourth line is given opportunity. And I'm talking real opportunity. Noah Philp the other night played 5 minutes. Jeff Skinner only played, I think, 11 minutes total in the whole game. Like, if you want certain guys to have an opportunity, they have to play more than 5 minutes. For Jeff Skinner, he needs to play more than 11 minutes. Give him a shot somewhere in that top 6. Give him top 6 minutes. Give him 15 minutes tonight. I just want to see if he can produce, right? And the coaching staff, we all know how hard they've been on Jeff Skinner. But even with Noah Philp right now, the fact that he only played about 5 minutes against Washington didn't really make a lot of sense to me. They're already down Connor McDavid. They don't have a whole lot of top-heavy forwards to lean on at the moment other than Leon Draisaitl. Spread the ice out. Spread the ice out. Give different guys a look. Give different guys opportunities. This is how you can find if you have something special. Maybe a player really steps up. But if you're playing them for 3, 4, 5 minutes and then they're benched for most of the third period, it doesn't really create a lot of confidence and it doesn't really create a lot of production or help for your team, in my personal opinion. I'm not criticizing Chris Knobloch. He's an amazing coach, one of the best in the NHL. It's just my opinion with how he rolls the forward line sometimes. On defense, we'll have Ekholm with Bouchard. That has been the number one pair all season long. Nurse with Stetcher, Kulak with Emberson, and John Klingberg continues to be the 7th D-man. Chris Knobloch reiterated once again that he likely sees Klingberg getting into game action sometime next week. They play 3 games next week, and we'll see if he gets into 1, 2, or maybe even all 3 of them. By all sounds of it, John Klingberg has played very well in practice. He looks good. I've been watching a lot of practice feed. I've been watching his movement on the ice, and it's very, very fluid. He still has a good shot, so we'll see if Klingberg has anything left in the tank by the time he does get into the lineup. Now, game day predictions and stats. Of course, make sure to let me know your game day predictions. Give me your player to watch in the comment section below and give me your score prediction. The Vancouver Canucks on the season, they are 20-16-10. In their last 10 games, they are 3-5-2. They are struggling to maintain a 500 pace right now. Expected goals for ranks 26th in the league, 47.95%. Their power play ranks 14th at 21.7%. Penalty kill, very respectable, ranks 80.6%, which ranks 13th. The goals for per game ranks 23rd at 2.83. They give up 3.15 goals against per game, which ranks 22nd. Corsi for ranks 23rd, 48.67%, and shots for ranks 23rd, 48.50%. The Vancouver Canucks, I mentioned this in the other pregame video that I did. Their puck possession this season is not very good, and they're not able to make up for it with a high shooting percentage and high save percentage like they did last year. They rode a team high shooting percentage and really good goaltending for a long time, and this year they're not getting the consistent saves, and they're not getting that consistent goal scoring anymore. Their special teams are okay, but 5-on-5 is where they're really struggling to do their damage. Over on the Oilers side, they are 7-3 in their last 10, 29-15-3 overall on the season. Still just 1 point back of first in the Pacific Division. Their expected goals for ranked second in the NHL, 55.28%. Their power play ranks 8th at 23.9%. Their penalty kill ranks 24th, 75.9%. Their goals for per game ranks 8th at 3.26. Their goals against ranks 7th, 2.74. Their Corsi for ranks 3rd at 54% even, and their shots for percentage ranks 2nd in the NHL, 54.99%. This is a team that has been very similar to these stats as they were 2 weeks ago, as they were to the 2 weeks before that. We know what the Edmonton Oilers are right now. They are a strong possession team. They're a cycle team. They can attack you off the rush as well. They score goals. They're pretty good defensively, but they are let down by goaltending. That is their biggest weakness right now, and their penalty kill continues to struggle here and there. For the most part, it was consistent. It's starting to struggle now, and their power play without Connor McDavid last night against Washington did not look good. They struggled to have any sort of, dynamic puck movement. They had a lot of possession time on the power play, but not a lot of puck movement. When the Oilers had the net pulled down a goal late in the third against Washington, there was a whole lot of get the puck to Draisaitl, and then Draisaitl's just kind of holding on to it, and he's waiting to make a play to someone. And the Oilers, if they get a power play tonight against Vancouver, you have to move the puck around. Get the defenders' skates moving. Get that lactic acid built up. Make them exhausted. Find a lane to shoot. Crash for rebounds. Does not have to be pretty. My players to watch for the game tonight, of course, I'm going to go Connor Garland for the Vancouver Canucks. He's going to be all over it, and he's a player that's going to love being booed. If you're an Oilers fan, I know you're going to boo him. I'm going to tell you please don't, because players always have that extra chip on their shoulder when fans go after them. But Connor Garland, keep an eye out for him. He's probably going to have a strong game for the Canucks. And then Corey Perry, he's my player to watch for Edmonton, because if things go sour, if the Oilers do have a game plan to target a certain specific player, I don't think they will. I really don't think they will, and I don't think they should. But Corey Perry is my player to watch in that aspect, because Corey Perry knows better than anyone how to get under the skin of other players. We'll see what Perry can do. Big thing for Corey Perry, though, if he tries to get under the skin of someone like Quinn Hughes, well, he better make sure he's holding on to him and holding him onto the ice, because Quinn Hughes is so fast and Corey Perry is so slow. Perry's just going to exhaust himself trying to chase a guy around. So I don't expect too many fireworks tonight, if I'm going to be honest. My game score prediction here, I'm going to go 5-2 Oilers. I do think the Oilers are going to bounce back. This is a very hyped game for the team. I think there's going to be a lot of energy in the building from the fans, a lot of energy from the players. I don't think they liked their performance against Washington, despite vastly outshooting them. I think a lot of players have more to prove on the offensive side, and I expect a bounce back in net from Stuart Skinner or Calvin Pickard. Whoever gets the start, doesn't matter to me. We just want some saves. We want some consistency. We don't want to get down in the first period. Playing from behind is exhausting. Last night, the Oilers had that first goal, but again, you give up a couple weak ones. You're down going to the third again. The Oilers have to get a lead and hold on to the lead and play their game, push their game the whole time. That is it for me. That is my pregame report. Please let me know your thoughts on this game down in the description below. And if you've liked this video today, make sure to hit that like button. And if you really liked it, make sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure to tune into the live stream commentary tonight. Again, I will be doing a pack opening with the Upper Deck Series 110. I think there's 8 packs of cards to open up. We're looking for a Lane Hudson rookie card. That's kind of like the big card that's in this set right now that at least has some value. So I'd love to absolutely pull that. But either way, it's going to be a ton of fun, and of course I'll be doing gifted memberships as well. I love you all so much, Oil Country. Make sure you tell someone that you love them, and as always, fight like a kid, fight like Ben. Let's go Oilers.